Welcome to Unit 1, Block 3. Today we're going to have a look at models and frameworks for sustainability. We will look at the three pillar models of sustainability, including the strong and weak models and the Mickey Mouse model. We will also be looking at the relationship between the three pillars, and we will also have a look at some other dimensions and models that are also used when describing sustainability frameworks. The three pillars of sustainability that you would be familiar with at the moment from the last blocks that we covered in the module are environment, society, and economy. And these three pillars are broadly accepted as being the fundamental building blocks or pillars of sustainability. The most common representation of them is like in this particular model where you see the sort of gable end of a building type model, where we have sustainable development being held up by three pillars: social, environmental, and economic. There are a number of ways to describe these three pillars, and there's a number of nomenclatures that are used in the literature. We're going to have a look at a few of them today. The 3Es model and the 3Ps model. There are a number of other models out there that we will come across over the next few months as we go through the material. The first model we look at are the 3Es model, which is economy, environment, and equality. Sometimes it's called equity, or sometimes it's known as ethical. The model is conceptually considered as a three-legged stool of sustainability, in that each of the legs is equally important in building a sustainable standard that is sound and balanced. The 3Ps is another way of looking at sustainability, and this is the one that is favoured by the current course that we are doing at the moment: people, planet, and prosperity, or sometimes it's called profit. And we have included a fourth dimension in this, which is partnership. In some ways, the 3P model maybe articulates what's important in a more direct way. People are obviously central to social. Planet is clearly the ultimate in terms of the environmental issues, and profit or prosperity are clearly representative of the economic issues. It is interesting that some places it's called profit and some places it's referred to as prosperity. Clearly, they're not the same. They both drive the economy, and they're obviously very important, but it's very interesting that in some places the profit is the focus, and in other places prosperity is the focus. One way of trying to give each of the pillars consideration when making decisions is a concept called the triple bottom line, which we would have introduced in Module 1 or in Block 1. The triple bottom line focuses on incorporating environmental and social performance indicators while complementing and balancing the economic indicators into company management, measurement, and reporting processes. And as it sounds, the triple bottom line is clearly a way of measuring for economic and for measuring company performance. The aim of the triple bottom line is to question a company's values and strategies and practices and see how these can be used and combined to achieve sustainable development. The principle was introduced by John Elkington in the 80s. But as you can see, the model is based on the bottom line, which is traditionally measured in euros or dollars. Financial gain or loss are easy to measure in monetary terms. However, when we're looking in relation to sustainability and we're looking at social issues and environmental issues, these are much more difficult to measure. There's a very well-known phrase: what gets measured gets managed, or what gets measured gets fixed or improved. And clearly it's very easy to measure economics, but it's much more difficult to measure the subtleties of social issues or environmental issues. And as you're probably aware, as you go forward, some of these issues are not so subtle anymore. They're very important, and they are coming to the fore on a daily basis. When you look at the model with the three pillars, social, environment, and economy, in many places they're posited as being equal or equivalent. Now, sustainable development is supported by all three, but which of them should come first? Are they equal? And which is more important? If one is more important, is why is it more important? How else can we look at these relationships? When we look at this model, we see the three pillars and the intersection between each, and we actually have a look at how they intersect with each other. A truly sustainable point is at the intersection of all three, but are they equal in magnitude or importance? Should they all be modelled like that as three similar sized circles?